What's up, everyone? Hunter and Drew from Misfit Athletics with a special masked. I f***ed it up.
Special max? Are you saying this is my 1-rep max?
Yeah. What's up, everyone? Hunter and Drew from Misfit Athletics here to talk to you guys about the Snatch Skill Complex. Before we kind of get into the movement, it's important to rationalize why we're doing this sort of thing, and the obvious answer should be the skill acquisition and learning how to move correctly with the most complicated lift in the world. We go through a combination of drop snatch, overhead squat, and the power position work in order to build that skill, build that confidence, and in the case of this complex specifically, we're looking at actively pulling under the bar rather than just pulling the bar as high as possible, as so many CrossFitters like to do. So the Snatch Skill Complex itself, I'm going to have Drew go through it once, and then we'll break down each movement. Starts with the drop snatch, overhead squat with a pause, power position, squat snatch, and then one more pause overhead squat to finish. Beautiful, okay? So going kind of movement by movement here, when we think about the drop snatch, we want the athlete to be starting in kind of their jumping position, okay? So this is to reinforce the foot movement and kind of that speed under the bar. You're also going to notice Drew is not going to drive the bar any further than he has to overhead. Ideally, it doesn't get any higher than this. He's just moving his feet and punching under the bar. Brief pause at the bottom just to reinforce the stability. Go ahead and stand up and take a break. That brief pause, again, to reinforce the stability at the bottom. If you find yourself kind of moving forward, backward, all over the place, we know something went wrong. So one more time with the drop snatch. Drew starts with his feet in the right position, nails it, stands on up, and then he goes right into a pause overhead squat from here. Again, with the goal being he doesn't need, go ahead and stand up, Drew. He doesn't need to move his feet again after that drop snatch because he landed in the correct position. And again, trying to really reinforce that speed under the bar so that now we can apply it to the power position snatch. And the thing with the power position snatch is this is all the momentum you get. Drew is only allowed to drive upward, so instead of relying on pulling the bar as high as possible, he needs to rely on pulling himself underneath the bar. Boom. Brief little pause at the bottom to reinforce that stability, and then we again finish with the pause overhead squat. It's always good to end on kind of a high note, really make sure that you feel good about that positional work, okay? So again, the snatch skill complex that we've got going on, really trying to reinforce the foot movement, the stability in the bottom of the overhead position, and then kind of dialing it in, putting it together with that power position work. Again, this should be skill-based, definitely should be limited just naturally by the movements, not limited in the weight that we can lift, but we're trying to really drill that speed under the bar. You guys know the drill. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit us up on Instagram. We'll see you next time.